Hi, it's counselor and educator Dr. Greg Jantz, founder of the Center, A Place of Hope, celebrating 40 plus years in the helping professions. The gig economy, GIG, the gig economy and mental health. Sometimes it's referred to as the hidden mental health crisis. And who are we talking about? Well, there's millions of people. They're freelancers. I wrote down independent contractors, part-time employees. And the question is, what is going on? What's this do to mental health? Now, there's some attraction. There is flexibility. There's independence. It all seems pretty attractive. But what are the stressors that really affect the mental well-being? Well, let's define gig economy. It refers to short-term, contract-based usually, or freelance jobs instead of the traditional full-time employment. It could be rideshare drivers. I wrote down food delivery workers, online freelancers, independent consultants. You name it. There's a lot of things that can fit in this category now. Now, it provides autonomy and the ability to work from anywhere, usually, but there's not the stability, there's not benefits, and there's not the traditional employer support. Now, here's the challenges, the mental health challenges. Number one, financial instability a lot of times and stress. There's no guaranteed income, and this can lead to anxiety, just making ends meet, inconsistent paychecks. That means I can't really budget things. Lack of job security is number two. Constantly searching for work can cause undue stress. You're always trying to get that next contract, or I have to do rideshare at terrible times of the night, and I don't feel there's not the security. There's no access to the traditional employer provided benefits like health insurance, sick leave, etc., vacations. The third one, and maybe the one of the most important, isolation and loneliness. Oftentimes you work alone, fewer social interactions, and actually this does add up over time. And the absence of coworkers and just the workplace connection that you once had. So we don't have the work-life balance because work's at home all the time, or you just don't have the separation. Now, let me also add, there's increased, I'm seeing this with people, increased pressure, self-doubt, managing your own business or your own gigs. It's hard to perform consistently. And then there's all the negative reviews. Oh my goodness. Contract cancellations, lack of clients. I mean, that can add stress and fuel stress. Some will even, you've heard this, but the imposter syndrome. I don't feel good enough. I'm not good enough, etc. So, how do you protect your mental well-being in the gig economy? Create a successful routine. Set up those work hours, set up those boundaries, and follow a routine. And in the traditional workplace, you would have scheduled breaks. So do schedule breaks. You're going to have to do some financial planning, setting aside, maybe it's emergency funds, setting aside a certain percentage. We know that there are alternative health insurance. Some of this is expensive, let's just say. But you got to have a support network. Build relationships, even if you're working alone. Collegial relationships. And I'm going to say we've got to really make it a point to prioritize our health, our self-care. We've got to keep the healthy wellness in there, and the exercise and nutrition and the sleep, because this is harder in the gig economy. It is. There's times where we've got, okay, I got to get some help because I'm not doing this well, and I seek resources. All right. In my brief thoughts here, conclusion. Yes, there's flexibility. Yes, there's independence. But there can be real mental health challenges. There can be the financial stress, job insecurity, isolation. This all can take a toll. And we do know, because we work with folks who are in this, who come to this center, a place of hope, and they're here with us, and and they didn't realize the degree of stress that they've been carrying, and it's been significant in the toll on their health. So we do a whole person rebuilding the emotional health and physical health and just what you need to do to rebuild. So we can rebuild, and there are particular challenges. I also want to say there's a smaller percentage of folks that work really well in this format. They do all right with it. It's not most people. So, all right. If we're suffering, let's make a plan to stop the suffering. The center, place of hope.